Just kidding. So, stage 20, huh? Oh, I kept the old trailer in. Ooh, my bad. What's good, y'all, and welcome to stage 20. So yeah, it is stage 20 time. We want to suffer to figure out how this whole thing works. So this is our enemy. It's the double trouble big time menaces. At least they don't have a whole lot of abilities, alright? So yeah. Okay, I think everything should be live, music should be fine, audio volume should be good. Yo, Alexander was good. Welcome to the stream. Loose Fire. Or Loose Pisses Cypher. Loose Cypher, there we go. Nikki, welcome. Zekrom also, that is indeed hard content, and I expect stage 25 and Hidden Chamber 5 to be even more difficult. Yo, coffee is good, welcome to the stream. And yeah, I'm sorry for that initial trailer. I just forgot to take it out. Big mistake on my part. And the good shit is we were able, so this is the reason why it took me so long. Ever since earlier today, I had to replay the whole tower and fix everything on the live test server account, so we can now bring every single unit combination to hopefully find something acceptable on how to clear this stage. That's the goal. So before we start into the stage, we obviously need to understand the stage, and to understand the stage we need to understand Hell's Arbiter. It is indeed rough. Mr. Hell's Arbiter has this beautiful passive right here. So, launches melee physical attack, blah 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 blah, whatever. The important part is, whenever someone is in a 2-tile range, right here, there's a chance to be triggered by basic attack, but it has nothing to do with his own basic attacks, but with the basic attacks next to him. So, what Magnus does is, whenever anybody's in 2-tile range, he just hits the ground and all of a sudden, kabooyah! 50k magic damage, which is pretty much game. So our goal is to kill Magnus before he manages to make it to the core. Right? Like, we can deal with Abomination. Abomination's alright, he's not that bad. But we need to kill Magnus before he arrives right there. And then the other issue is these infernal bitches. Because these guys, we remember them fondly from the Vron stage 10 beta. And yeah, they do a crap ton of damage, they do way too much, and they take not enough damage in my opinion. So we'll have to find a way to deal with the infernal clerics. So that's pretty much the game plan. Survive, kill Magnus, kill infernal clerics. Those are the 3 top main points we need to check off. Otherwise, we don't stand a chance. So for now, who do we even bring? Yeah. So I want to try Elisa, because we can place her down here, right there, because she's invisible. I want to try out Nyx, because she works together with Elisa, because Elisa is a pierce a lot, so we want to go with Nyx. Do we have a leveled Nyx? Yes, A3, so we gotta reset her real quick. And then grade her back up. The fact that my son Wukong A5, 20k attack, 340 crit damage, can't kill anyone made you quit? Yep, it's a chunky motherfucker. That is very true. So let's quickly get that Nyx back up to speed. Yeah. Gear wise, we're gonna go with crazy gear first and then step it down. For now, no crazy awakenings, but at least crazy gear. Because if it doesn't work on crazy gear, how is it meant to work on achievable gear? We first need some successes, alright? We need some successes to give us a bit of hope that this is actually possible. Yeah, but to be fair, this stage is currently for us out for 8 hours. 8.5 hours this stage has been out, so it's hard to say if it is truly just hero specific or if we're just not smart enough. Huh? Will the reset book be given for free again? Not unless Moonton fucks up badly. I don't see it happening unless they make a major mistake at some point. So I wouldn't count on it. Okay, then for the middle we're going to be using a Hatsit. We can bring in a Dolores for Nyx, maybe? Hatsit or Hatsit needed? Yeah, that's the question. Is Hatsit going to be essential? Yes, no, maybe, potentially. We have to figure out if it's true or not. Is Praetus useful in Abyss? Yes, you can use him for Abyss 1. But the problem is Praetus doesn't have that magic burst damage. Praetus fell off hard. Maybe, though I think Praetus can be quite useful in this stage specifically because again these units take more damage from Arbiters and Watchers respectively. So there might just be a place. Do we have the Dolores exclusive? No, so we have to get that Dolores exclusive on there. Perfect. We need a Silas. Let's try with the Silas at A0 first. And then slowly work our way up. If we need to. So let's get this Silas back down. The mobs that fly through the middle are where it falls apart. Yeah. That's also kind of my idea of why we're bringing Hatsit in the first place, and that is just so we can have something to deal with these flyers where they just fly through the middle. Yep, the boss stage is definitely not easy. It's going to cost us a lot of brain power, a lot of mental capacity if we want to find something successful today already. So get ready for a tough fight. Especially because we're not gonna go in A5 everything guns blazing. We're gonna keep it a bit more chill. Yeah, I mean, if I had 10,000 reset books lying around, I would be a bit more careless with them. No trouble. Good stuff. Crit tag. Okay, so we have these two. Elisa lost her artifact. Okay. And then we need an Oleg. We want an Oleg. Look at this beautiful Oleg, and let me show you a piece that I managed to grind for. It's a very funky one. Let's see if we can see it. Look at this. Let's just roll it well. Decent. Now we have an Oleg that grows in size every time he triggers his ultimate. Huh? Isn't that cute? We now have a Oleg that can grow in size like nightmare units. I just found it hilarious as a concept, so that's why we're picking it. And because we don't really have a clue of what else we need, that's why we're gonna go in with just these units to see if we can somehow already maybe make something work. So we got our Hatsit. And we have Silas. So Silas's job is to take on Magnus, while Hatsid is, at least for the moment, our way to clear out these units early. And then we get in a Nyx, as well as a Dolores, to maybe, hopefully, somehow deal with these clerics at the top. We can ult with Silas. Let's see how far does one Silas ult take us. To like half. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not intend to change the window size like this. Alright, let's go. And then here we can use Elysia, so she can get some shots in together with Nyx. We already leaked there. I guess bad timing on the ultimates and whatnot. Huh. Vron can solo the bottom right fighter boss. How good of a Vron do we need though? Like we can test it. So let's pick ourselves a Vron. Let's go with the A0 one. Let's go with A0 Voldy. We give him the best fighter artifact possible. Give him some nasty gear. Take out Silas for now. Get ourselves in a Volker for some respawn time reduction. Is there any benefit to making him bigger? Oh, he gains 5% max HP. And yes, if a defender has a bigger hitbox, that means when units walk past them, it is more likely for them to still be blocked by the same unit. So size also equals hitbox. So yeah, that's like the one benefit you can really see or feel. My Aether Wukong with the Archer can solo bottom boss before he moves as well. Okay. So here we have Vron down. Let's say we were to activate Vron at 100%. He obviously gets hit from the range attack. I guess there's also some RNG there, depending on how many times he fires off that range attack. Oof. Let's see. I don't know about you, but this doesn't look like he's defeated. It's like 50%. Yeah, I think maybe we did something wrong. Maybe we need to provide, I don't know, an inspiration hero. Because we did use Vron and his gear was very good. Did we check off? Yeah, we have all the boxes checked. Oh, you mean checking them off? No, we're playing with full boxes. Oh, let me see. Who asked? Zena? No, we have not tried Zena yet. So to see if it truly does or does not work, how about we just bring her in about as strong as you could make a Zena. And then introduce a Lord just for the faction bonus and check out what Zena does. It only works on 1 star. Okay. So this is A5 Zena. If this does not work, then it doesn't work at all, right? So we have Zena there. I mean, that is pretty good. Though the problem is the wailing skull does not appear properly. I mean, like this it does. Let's see. And then she gets hit for like 34. I mean, that's pretty good. But also let's without the applied Lord bonus. But if we if we roll that back a bit, let's tone down the expectations, because what you were looking at was a Zena with about as good stats as you're gonna get, right? So you have 4-stat, 3-stat. Okay, we could go better, but we did have perfect left side gear. And also let's check out the awakening. So the A1 is probably the greatest damage increase. A3 is unimportant. And this one is quite crucial too for her success. Though I don't see a problem for us using Zena at A0. Especially if we're playing like these swap in, swap out shenanigans. Does anybody spot a second Zena? Oh yeah, there's one. So... but we don't have the resources. Okay, time to reset Zena. Because we have to be very sparing with our resources. As you can see, we only have like 1,000 skill dust. Hey, Kaddish was good! How I'm doing? I'm doing pretty fine. Though for now, we haven't yet managed to make anything work. Yeah? You didn't have the HP box checked on the Vron solo? Okay, I mean, hey, no problem. It's just good to know so that we don't go out there and try something that's impossible, right? But if we bring a fighter and a Silas, we might just get closer. Can I decline? Mr. Heinz? Can I decline? Can I say no? You can pass stage 9 with Wukong and A3 Kigiri? How? I mean, stage 9? You can do it. I believe in you. Okay, so we got Zena in. We give her the... Ah, we managed to delete all the gear. Great. Okay, let's build it back from the beginning. Because every time you reset a unit, it also takes off the gear. So let's make it a bit better than before too. Once again, this is not the way it's going to be final, but we want some, you know... Yeah, we want some proof that we're at least going in the right direction. So what do we have here? Shiny piece. Rolled well enough. And some extra attack. Alright, perfect. Full on attack A0. And then a Silas right here. A0 2. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, we can just steal the gear from Beatrix. Okay, this might be a bit too much crit damage. Just a bit. Okay. 233, 9000, Blightcaller's Claw, Silas, Zena combo. Can they do it? Is there an easy way for the Kraken boss? You mean Calypso? Oh yeah, I think we cleared it without any gear sets. We used epics only and we didn't use any gear sets, so I guess that qualifies that easy? If you're talking about the Calypso boss? Yes, then you're gonna find it... Oh, Ludwig? Oh yeah, we used Lucius. We used not Lucius, Liam. We used Liam. Liam can just kill the boss. And something that frustrated me a bit last time is, if you've noticed it, we didn't use Liam for the Elwyn boss for a very specific reason. And that is why... and the reason why is because Elwyn was immune to Liam's neurotoxin. Alright? So Elwyn was naturally immune, but we haven't yet tried if maybe Liam the goat can once again help us out with Magnus here. I think it's unlikely, but it's not impossible. So we have to try it out. We have to see if it works. We don't have any like high attack speed rage region pieces? I don't see ourselves getting any use out of Damon in this fight. Unfortunately. I cannot quite envision it. But we will try if it comes down to it. No doubt. There we go. Alright, Liam, show us what you got. Kraken solo? I don't know. Feels kind of fake. Just a little bit. So... Oh, okay, give me your predictions. Let's make it a bit interactive. Give me your predictions. Let's set up a poll. What do you think? Will neurotox work? Yes or no? Before we do it, so I can get myself something to drink. In the meantime, what do you think? Will Liam be able to poison the boss? Yes or no? Big fail. Liam solos this. It's currently 50-50. So, okay. 50-50. Let's check it out. We have the first hits. Now we get the ultimate. Ah, it's 10,000, 15,000 per tick. It does not look like 1% per second. It's doing something, but it's definitely maybe like 0.2% per second. Yeah, so technically it works, but not really. Okay, so Liam unfortunately didn't quite show us what he could do, which means it's now up to Silas and Zena to maybe be able to take down the boss together. That would be the hope right here. And then we bring in Hatsit. And we wait for these guys to pass. Get rid of most of them. Okay, it's out there. It's like 80%. So we can use Zena when Magnus gets back to like standing still. Because he doesn't instantly move to our team, and with Zena having lower respawn time through Volker, this could be manageable. Then we introduce our second secret weapon, which is Nyx plus Dolores plus Elysia. Even though Elysia should have been placed up there. Alright? I'll admit, that was a bit of a mistake. And then we should be able to place Zena and face her upwards onto Magnus, which should rid us of the Magnus problem as a whole. Yeah, solid. And also Zena becomes stronger the more times you deploy her. So at least Magnus is gone. Yeah. We can bring in Elysia again. Where we place a healer and whatnot here it's a bit beyond me. Because overall, if you look at the placements, if we place someone here, they're just gonna get killed. Volker's just gonna get eaten. Huh, so we need a solution for the middle. Why not use Malvira to hold the ground units and then you can Hatsud ult the mages? There's a lot of ground units. You have to be a bit more specific than that. There's maybe just a tiny bit too many units on this field. Okay, why don't we bring Talon? Why don't we bring brand spanking new good old Talon? Try her out behind, okay, we have all these used. So let's give ourselves some HP. So we try her out behind Oleg for some stuns, for some CC. Here we should have a good weapon again. Soul Cannons? I guess that works. No, it doesn't. Not enough crit. Okay, there we go. And then artifact wise, we go with the Ichor Chalice. So we have the safe heal, the safe sustain. Yeah. Alright, let's rock with this for now. Is Dao not better than Dolores versus high defense? It's the other way around. So the way numbers in this game work is first you take your attack and then you from that attack subtract the enemy defense. And if the defense is higher than your attack, you basically lose, right? You don't do any damage. So having higher attack is better. So giving us a Dolores allows us to have more inspiration on Nyx, meaning higher attack, so we can deal more damage to the clerics. But yes, you are right. If it's about also boosting Hatsud, then having a Dao A1 at the top here is gonna be better. Hey, Francesco, was good. We also currently have some problems with this stage. You know what I want to try? Let's see if we can solo this with Zena. So we want to just use Zena for Magnus, because we can deploy her multiple times. And we're gonna keep Silas out of this one. The question is, can we make that work? Because if we can also place in Nyx earlier. Here we can get rid of Zena. And then we can start our like infernal cleric annihilation combo just a tiny bit earlier. Why do they sometimes see invisible units? I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, sometimes they just see invisible units, okay? That's just the way the world works. And we bring a Talon behind. Zena's expensive, god damn. Okay, there we go. Another Zena deployment. Oh, look at that knockback. Beautiful knockback from Talon. Here we can ult with the two of them. And as soon as Elisa goes visible, we can remove her. So she's also stronger on her next deployment. Alright, good job, Zena. With the next time we can deploy Zena, if that even comes to pass. If we can deploy her down another time, we should be rid ourselves of Magnus. Yeah, Talon has been absolutely clutch for the tower. Definitely. Where does he stop? Does he stop like here? Because I'm unsure where we could place Elowen if we need like healing for Oleg, for example. Okay, he stops all the way over there. Is there any ground type? No, so Zena could not reach him no matter what we do. But he's also not that high HP anymore. Time to again worry about the Infernal Cleric. Yeah, I don't know. So this is fine, right? We survive whatever, but these flying fucks just completely wrecked us. And also we weren't able to place her down another time. Yeah. Can you use a Zarus instead of a Zena? Good question. Also, Zena has no Lord bonus right here. So Zarus has incredible burst damage. Let's take out Silas because we're not using him anyway. And then we use some incredible gear magic. What if you don't have Nyx? Then Anora. Anora, especially as A3, seems to work incredibly well. Will Zarus reach? Probably not. Which is one of the reasons why... how does Magmo's stats look like? He doesn't have a preference. Here, if you look, magic, res and defense are equal. So it doesn't matter if you bring a magic or a physical whatever. In both cases, yeah, but yeah, you can see we cannot quite make Zarus work. So no, Zarus is not gonna do a whole lot for you. So I think we came pretty far. We just need something else, someone else, some form, how Beatrice? Yeah, she's AoE. She's AoE first and foremost. So what we are currently looking for is we need a unit that can relatively quickly deal with the flying enemies that come from the bottom, or we need a unit that allows us to survive these flying units moving in until Nyx kills them. So we're either looking for another unit that can help us survive, or we're looking for another unit that can just wipe out these units as soon as they spawn in, pretty much. Like, for example, Anora, right? We could place an invisible Anora at the bottom, but she would probably get killed as soon as she becomes visible. Sadie, Lily, or Cornelian, yeah, survivability wise, 100%. Though the question is, where do we place them? Because if we have a Nyx right here and reach over, if we have a Hudson in the middle reaching down here. We can place Nyx over here, giving us an extra space to place down Eloin. Okay, let's try that. The clerics have incredibly high magic resistance. Here. So anything magic isn't really going to do a whole lot against the clerics. Okay. We open up with Zena to start dealing some damage to Magnus. We can use Hatsit over here or on the top there. Then already bring in Talon. Yeah. Dolores, because Dolores takes the longest rage-wise. Zena, we should have removed Zena a bit earlier. We didn't do so. So that's something that we can improve. Yeah. And then we can give ourselves... Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that sometimes Elysia she just gets annihilated like that and there's no real explanation or anything. It's just, alright, guess you're fucked. Okay, so this Hatsit placement isn't as great because her ultimate doesn't reach over. But it's manageable. It's fine. Here we then bring Zena. Okay, Magnus already moves. We missed our window of opportunity. Okay. Here we cannot hit him. At least not with Zena. There we get the enemies in. Hatsit's ult is about as ready as can be. Nyx takes care of the middle enemies. Perfect. And everyone's alive, which is good. So we now have 24 enemies that are between us and victory. Okay, we were able to get Elysia in again. Magnus is already walking up into our core, probably. Yeah, so he doesn't stop like another useful time for us. Okay. So Zena can go over there. Yeah, no. Right? Like it is crazy how much damage these bosses do. Have you seen that? A-bomb just one-tapped her because even though Magnus is the scarier boss because of incineration, A-bomb can still just be like damage to units within 2 tiles ahead, additional effects, more burning, and just dead. Oh yeah, and also we need to get rid of both bosses because have you seen how fast they turned Oleg into sushi? How fast they sliced him apart? It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, but sometimes they still don't catch her, right? It's the same that these units can somehow spot a Nyx sometimes. And then at other times they just can't, right? Let's go with A1 Zena for the moment. So we use Zena to solo. And if we keep everything the same, we can afford to bring in a Lord. But not to use the Lord, just to have them there for Zena and Dolores. Or we could try out Dao. Someone said we should try out Dao, so we're gonna use Dao to help us out with some damage. For that we have to steal the gear from Dolores. Okay. Okay, good enough. Boss comes out, we place in... Come? Boss comes out, we place in Zena. No Nyx or Hatsit? Just because we're using them right now doesn't mean that you need them to complete this floor. But yeah, at the moment it might look like you're screwed without them. '20, 21, 22. Oh, look at that. Zena was able to almost finish him off in one rotation. So as long as Zena can do half the damage of a boss, then we're basically good. Right? We're basically good. Here we can get ourselves that inspiration. Yeah, I don't know. This shit is weird, alright? Hey, Pauli Paulos was good. Welcome to the stream. Yes, Hatsit banner tomorrow indeed. That's also my advice to all of you. As much as you might not need a Hatsit currently, there's always a space for an absolutely annihilating invisible AoE menace. So... I would recommend everybody have at least one copy. Like, Hatsit Awakenings aren't all that great. One copy is more than enough. Oh yeah, and what you're gonna notice about this team formation is that Dao A1 is not required. If this team works, you do not need Dao A1 because every one of our units that is relevant would be in range anyway, even without it. So Zena has been able to finish off Magnus as we expected. We can use Elysia to take care of these like straggling whatever peoples, even though we failed to properly make use of her in the beginning. And look at those numbers. Like, I am so happy I gave Talon a must summon rating. Like, come on, do the stomp. Doom. 300k damage. That's that good stuff. Okay. So Elysia. Here we can activate Nyx. Maybe we can weaken Abomination. If we're lucky, there's a placement for us to use Zena to hurt Abomination. No. 60k damage a single hit was of a different opinion. I know how to clear it. I've cleared it a single time, but it wasn't a realistic clear. Right? Like, I know how to clear it, but not in a way that actually helps anybody, you know? Oh, is he gonna stop another time? Please, please, just come A-bomb. We're friends, right? You're gonna stop? He's not gonna stop, right? He's just gonna walk through, kill all our units. But imagine how nice it would be if he were to just stop one more time. Yeah, nah. I don't believe we have that luxury. Yeah. Huh. Oh, man, I hate them just annihilating Elysia without any warning. Like, for real? No, this should be fine. Maybe. I thought this would go better. Alright. So Nyx right there is kind of like whatever. She doesn't really do a whole lot. Us losing Oleg is very unexpected, especially considering the fact that Talon still stands, right? Like Talon is alive, but Oleg got annihilated somehow. Okay, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this should then be more of these pyro mages. Okay. Yeah, it is so annoying, this whole mechanic of if they punch you, there's a small chance of stun. This is so frustrating. Okay, let's check out our Oleg. Are we doing anything wrong? I would say no, right? We have Unshaken Will, by far arguably the best set on an Oleg. We have over 350% HP, 120, 130% defense. Yeah, it does say small chance. And here we have Norse Will. Oh, we probably want the Bastion Ring instead of Norse Will because we're taking damage from more than 2 sources. So this is the kind of like finger rule of a Bastion Ring. If you need the block or if you're taking damage from more than 2 sources at a time, bring in what is this pay to win team? At the moment, it's alright. Can we kill Abomination first? How about a Curse team with Beatrix? We want to beat it with this team first, and then we still have enough time to like try around, play around, see if we can make a different team work. But I'm not a great fan of magic damage. Because of the Infernal Clerics. We can bring a Beatrix, we can try it. But it's not going to work against these guys. So, no matter what you do, can I on the left slow everyone down? You mean here? Yeah, and I could work. Yes, I could work. So I would be Hatsid's spot. So maybe we can eliminate Hatsid out of the fight. If this goes well. Yeah, if everything goes well, we might be able to get Hatsid out of the team. Don't worry about the gear too much. It's not final. Okay. So, if we want to make I work, we have to start off, obviously, with Zena for the right side. But then it's Talon time. And Talon has to hold on her own. Because I is that expensive. Maybe if we can get a pushback? Honestly, almost. If we can get one pushback at a 21% chance, then we're fine. If we don't get a pushback, we're not fine. Yeah, I know. Oh, there you go. We had a pushback. Just one. But a pushback nonetheless. There you go. I told you. One pushback and it would be fine. Okay. Now I... Nix. Dao. Whoops. Dao. And we're gonna change the plan, and that is we are placing Elysia out of range, even if technically invisible, she should be fine. But she can at least still hit someone. Okay. The problem is these guys in the front, they just eat up all the ice crystals, minimizing the effectiveness of I. A-bomb can't hit ranged units, right? So if we were to place someone here, because it does say 2 tiles, and let's try it. Yeah, so A-bomb cannot hit ranged units, so something like a Silas could be placed here to just do more damage. And then here we have to be careful, because it's a lot of damage. Yeah, Elysia somehow died again. At this point it's expected. It's nothing new. But we have way too many infernal clerics still alive. Which has to do with us losing Elysia twice. It is crazy how much damage a single infernal cleric can do. Have you seen that? He just took out Elwyn like it's nothing. And while he even hit 3 units at the same time. Unbelievable. I guess Zena doesn't care about magic res. Oh. Okay. Okay, A-bomb. Alright. Damn. So yeah, healer's dead. How are we meant to survive? And then look at this. I barely does any damage to them because there's so many units just going after each other. I don't see I being particularly useful. Oh, at 1 stars? Yeah, because they have 80% higher higher HP if not. The issue is they have a crap ton of HP and so high magic resistance. Yeah, exactly. She does treat it like a suggestion. A nice, a well-meant recommendation. Yeah. I feel like our Zena currently can beat A-Bomb in can beat Magmus in 2 rotations even without Lord bonus. I don't know. I feel like Dolores might be more useful here because of the bigger inspiration. And then we wanted to bring ranged, right? So we can start weakening A-Bomb a bit. So let's go with Silas. Give him some gear back. Fine enough. Okay. Greed. Yeah. Is that a new archer unit? Who? This girl? No. She I think like she was a fusion. A Lord fusion, but I believe she's now in the summon pool, ancient wise. On my selection page, it's probably a skin. It's probably a skin for Calypso, but we can check out who you mean, and maybe we have someone new. Who could you be referring to? Because yes, if we give Calypso her skin, which we don't have here, she would look differently, but no. Let's see, selection screen, different looking unit. Ah, Lady Alex. Kai with the hey, no problem. Lynx? Yeah, Lynx is also looking suspicious. I concur. How about Krag? I don't know. I have a feeling that's not gonna end well. Wait, you mean her? Psst. Psst. Alright, okay. Yeah, there's nobody. There's nobody. You don't... There's a nobody. But nah, it's Numera. We're getting her in May. But also this is unbuffed Numera. This is unbuffed Numera. If you're interested in Numera's buff, I released a video yesterday covering her extensively. But she's pretty much our poison engine. What she does is right here, she takes poisons and consumes the poisons to deal 60% damage per poison stack. And yeah, her buff was massive. Because not only does she gain Esotericist faction, you double her ult damage, but also you give her a permanent 45% magic res ignore on A1. Hey, no problem. For now though, we have to figure out what we want to do here. I think we're ready. Okay. And no, she's not bonded to Yova, even though they look alike. I think they hate each other very much. And then Yova kills her or something. That seems to be the lore. Okay, with a placement like this, we can get rid of any annoying RNG. Okay. So far, so alive. Time to get some shots in. And at this point, which bonded character hasn't killed their partner? I believe everyone. Okay, Magmos, so we can put... That was stupid. We should have waited our turn. He did not like us placing them down in a 2-tile range around him. My boy did not like that one bit. You know what? Lord Phineas might also work. Because if we trigger Phineas's ultimate, doesn't he also gain 3-tile range? So Lord Phineas is someone we can try as a replacement for Zena. I relax. But yeah. Oh, did you know Magmos has exclusive gear? And if you did, do you know what it does? Because it actually makes Magmos way more usable than he was before. Not that I would use him anyway, but yeah. We're not trying Talon as a tank, we're trying Talon as a DPS. But yes, we can try Melvira as a tank DPS or fighter, whatever. It can work. Though for now... Okay. Let's see. Okay, he's here. Perfect. Time to use Zena to put some dent into his HP. If we use Silas here, can we get some damage into A-bomb, or is the window too short? Let's check it out. So here we go. Silas on A-bomb. Okay, we can get a full ultimate out. Oh yeah, do you know what's really good about Talon? If you push back these stun units, all of a sudden they're back in front of the tank. So what happens is they come close, they stun your tank, walk past, get pushed back, to then have to stun your tank again, to walk past, to get pushed back, to stun the tank. You know what I mean? So yeah, knockback is quite useful in beating these guys at their own damn game. Okay, let's put down Volker as a distraction so that they don't attack our important units as much. Didn't quite end up working. Unfortunate. Maybe we have to recheck our Elowen. I feel like she's not doing a whole bunch. Huh? Go, Zena! Get him! No! Does Magmos hit platform units? Yes, he does. Does he do it in-game? No. No, you don't want to see the Talon build for now. It's disgusting. Yeah, so force that with Soulbound Arcana and a 25 Chalice. But this is just to get the ball rolling, alright? We'll tone it down later. Because we first have to know what works and what doesn't. I can go. Just use Valeria with Venoma to one-tap the clerics. But Valeria has like 1 tile range. Isn't she only gonna... You mean when they move? Now this is an interesting approach. So you want us to attack the clerics after they already started moving and block them with a Venoma boosted Valeria. That is an interesting thought process, I have to admit. Yeah. Ah, Elwyn had a +0 artifact. Okay. Okay, what other kind of unit do we need? We have 1 open space. Anora kills all the clerics with the 80% buff top middle tile, so you can remove Nyx. Okay. I'll take you by your word. We'll try it out. We'll even put in a Morrigan. Yeah, Alora can help too. Yuri. Yeah, Yuri could work as a single target DPS. Yeah, we'll do so, but first we have to clear the Lynx's range is 4 tiles, but in her ultimate she's got 5. Okay, what did you say? Buff top middle tile, this one. All right. I mean, she cannot get burned, so it's probably easier to keep her alive in general. But yeah, I have a hard time seeing how she won't get attacked. Oh, does she get attacked? As you can see, she does, in fact, yeah. So we need to provide her with the healer too. Huh? Is that it? Or you mean this tie down there? That makes no sense. Yours doesn't get attacked. Hey, Miorapi! Welcome to the stream. First you set an element to reach Anora. You put her on the right. We put her on the right spot, but I mean, it doesn't make sense that she does not get attacked for you. Because, I mean, they have a 2-tile, or better said 3-tile range. Huh. No matter, no matter. Let's get Zena in again for the early hits. Let's bring in Talon for the beginning. Bring in Oleg. And then let's try Anora down here. Because there she's not getting hit, but she's also hitting nobody. Yeah. Whee! I mean, she does hit somewhat. But only during ultimate. Yeah, and then as soon as he gets close, there you go. That's it. Game over for Anora. But it worked somehow, somewhat. You figured out why? Enlighten us. Share with us the infinite wisdom on why or why not it did or did not work. What the hell is this stage? What people have been asking for. Harder and harder difficult. It's a timing thing. Oh, you mean when they don't move anymore? Yeah, that does truly make sense, because that's also one of the reasons why sometimes they attack invisible units, because they're still in a unfinished state. Okay, we'll try it out. Okay, so we wait. And now they look away. Huh? 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 There's a couple ways to get rid of Magnus in one cycle. But you know what the great part is? We don't have to. Because I don't see a benefit. I don't, like, for example, we could use A5 Kigiri and we could get rid of him in one cycle. We could use Silas and Zena at the same time to get rid of him in one cycle. But I don't know why we would want to. I don't see the strict benefit of doing so, you know? Like, what? Why? Right? Like, why would we want to do so? Hey, yeah. Honestly, at this point, these mages aren't real to me anyway. It's some weird mages. I don't know. All right, they're just weird. Okay. I think that's something we can all accept. Okay. Because the benefit of Nyx is also we can get rid of these flying units. No, he's not tanky enough. So, Magnus, right? One issue, we would have to reset someone if we wanted to max out Magnus. Which is, I guess, fine. Let's reset a lust. I mean, why not? And then let's talk a bit about Magnus. Why not? Okay. Wait, didn't we just reset it? I guess. Okay, let's get rid of Claw. Claw should have, yeah, Claw has some skill ups. All right. Also, don't do this at home. Reset books are not candy, alright? Oh yeah, we can use Kai too. Also Razak. We have to try Razak to see if maybe Razak can do what Nyx can do, or even better. Hey, Tigre Blanco was good. You know, my fear with Anora is that you need her at like A3, you know? But yeah, here, this is Magnus, right? When HP is higher than 80%, he has 25% damage reduction. But as soon as his HP goes below 80, all of a sudden he loses the damage reduction and gains a damage increase. He's just not tanky enough. As great as he looks, as great as his base stats are, he just really is not tanky enough. Okay, Anora goes. Morrigan goes. Okay, let's use Kai. To use Kai, we have to reset a Numera. We're not gonna use her anyway. I need to get more skill dust. Too many units upgraded at the same time. Okay. Hey Sonic, was good. Maul? No, we cannot use Maul because Maul doesn't get the faction bonus. We need the extra 1-tile range from Piercers if we want to use them in the position we're using them at the moment. Because that is also the only position we can use them in which they don't get attacked by the clerics or in which they don't get attacked by Magnus. Hey, no problem. No problem. Yeah, so hey, at least now we know that's not a glitch. Is it a bit unfortunate? Absolutely. Am I mad? No. It's all good. Yeah, you can check out the guide right here. If you look at map info, Infernal Clerics, here. Launches ranged AoE magic attacks within 3 tiles, and Infernal Sycophants, I mean, they also do 3 tiles, but they don't hit as hard. Infernal Sycophants, they aren't as scary. Okay, where were we? Kai. Ardea behind Talon facing the clerics. I feel like she would only get rid of 50% of the clerics. What do we do about the others? You know? What do we do about the other clerics. Okay, let's keep one slot open for now, so we have some flexibility. So our opening for the moment stays the same. We open up with Zena, followed up with a Talon. Okay, let's see what Big Boy Kai can do. Fire! In the hole! Ooh. Not bad. It looked fancy, alright? Okay, as soon as everybody's passed, we can place down our other units. Okay, once again, fire! Badoof. Big explosions, me likey. But I don't know. It doesn't look like he's all that much more effective than an Nyx. I would even argue he's less effective. But they also haven't moved yet, so it's not over. Can we get an ult? No. Okay. So we still have this open space. And an obvious choice for now would have to be Hatset. I believe we geared someone we're currently not using. Who would that be? There's someone we've geared. There we go. Yeah, Hatset off drop should be fine. We're not going to use her early. We're going to only use her once these enemies come from the bottom. But there's probably a couple better solutions. So for now, let's start with Zena. Get the same process going, bring in Talon. Oh, also we can swap Kai's artifact. That's also possible. Okay, Silas is done. Doing like 30%. Yeah, so behind the wall is definitely in range. Oh, come on. What's this? Yeah, okay, GG's. Yeah. Once one of the clerics does die, you cannot reach them anymore. Why not using Dao? It's about having a higher inspiration during the ultimate of our big unit. Okay. Now you can use Wukong with Diao. You know what the problem is with these. So we were talking about full stars, right? We're talking about 80% more max HP. One of the things we need to take into account is what's Wukong's awakening, right? What is Wukong's awakening, and in which way is it better than us just using Zena? Because Magnus doesn't hurt anybody there, right? It's not like him moving once truly changes anything for us. Yep, level 25 is going to be spicy. Okay. Hearts is still alive. Okay. So far so good. Elysia can go. Is this the point where we take out Nyx? Maybe. I mean, she's doing fine there. Okay, we're looking kind of alright. Game plan now, get some more damage into A-bomb while we still can. Obviously our Silas placements, timings weren't optimal. I should have faced him one to the left. But hey, we're getting a couple hits in. Elysia is taking care of that last cleric. So that cleric just casually killed our Elwyn. Alright. Ouchie. That's all I can say. Okay, Elwyn A-bomb turns the corner. No healer means pretty much death. As soon as he decides that 2-tile attacks are a good idea, it's pretty much GG's. Here we could bring in Hatsid for some more AoE. Zena's also doing a magnificent job. Oh, we pushed him far enough that he just heals. So he's not gonna do any damage currently. We can ult for some more AoE damage. Now bring in the healers. Oh boy. God damn. Can anybody count how many seconds that was until he annihilated Oleg? What was that? 1.5 seconds? Damn, that's crazy. Yep, there's another wave of clerics. What would a Lunaria do? Nothing. Lunaria would currently do a whole bunch of nothing because all of these units are very, very magic resistant. So what do we need to do now? We all hate the clerics, absolutely. Okay, so let's check up on Abomination again. What did he do? Right? Abomination. Yep. Okay, so he doesn't get stronger, he just heals. And I mean, this Oleg is a beast, right? This Oleg is not paper you just take out. This Oleg's pretty good. Yep. Bring Baron to tank. True and real. The real question is, how do we figure out a way in which Elwyn just doesn't die in the first place? Or if we cannot, we should remove Elwyn before. We need to use a tank with immortality. We need to. Won't be able to work otherwise. Oof. That would be unfortunate. But yeah, we can bring an invulnerability tank. Though we don't do that unless it's strictly necessary. What else do we want to change? Okay, for this next run, let's try Phineas instead of Zena. Ah, he's expensive. That is true. He is a goddamn chunky boy. Yeah, alright. Epic only version, forget about it. Yeah, 30% damage reduction might be exactly what we need to make A-bomb survivable. That's a good shout. But what do we do about Lord Phineas? If we want to use him instead of Zena, we're running into a huge cost issue. So instead, we probably have to open up with... Let's say we start with Phineas. Then bring in Hatset. Okay. Oh, come on! How? Now the problem is if we use Talon like we use her, then Talon has to stun. And also the gear requirements for Talon in that placement order just go like through the roof, you know? Yeah, you can also just Hatset that shit and forget all about it. Until the next wave. I don't know. Yeah, Phineas, he cannot replace... at least A0 Phineas cannot replace our current Zena. And also because his ultimate triggers later, we kind of leave him on the field longer, giving him even less time. Oh, but we can place Silas next to Dolores to give him inspiration for when Abomination stops down there. Which does time quite well with not only our Nyx ult, but also the appearance of these annoying flyers. Man, what the Elowen doing? She always dying. Good try. Nice try with the Phineas. Didn't quite work the same, and now we run into the issue of having both bosses at the same time. And just for those of you curious of what is going to happen, yeah, take a look. This is what happens when you have both bosses alive. Yeah, they're just gonna annihilate you, right? They're not even gonna ask. Yes, no, better. Your Hatsit, so if you during this weekend pull a Hatsit, your Hatsit will have a drop chance of... Come on, there's a reason we made that stupid presentation thing. Until they add in new units, currently a Hatsit is a 20% chance. It's not great, but yeah. Hatsit currently is a 20% chance once you pull a legendary. Yeah, so at the moment with the heroes we have, this is what the rates for a 2x banner look like. 40% chance for the raid up, so 40% chance split between Twyla and Hatsit, and then 60% chance for anybody else with a 0.99% chance of it being Silas, Elowin, Talon, Krag, Regulus, Ezrin, you name it. Zena. So yeah. Whoopsie daisy, that's the wrong thing. There we go. Okay, we're still not done. We still haven't properly beaten the boss. So let's get back with Zena. Yeah. That might actually work very well in our favor, because there is no AoE damage. This might be the only time ever when Aelin's exclusive actually comes in clutch. Because usually you just get hit with a big fat amount of AoE damage and then... Yeah, that's kind of end of the line. You just get slapped with big boy AoE damage and it's GG. What changed? I mean, I don't think it's a problem. Still makes me curious though. What's different? How is Magmus still alive? Okay, yeah, we wasted that Silas. And I mean, if we're using Hatset, we don't need the invisibility. Huh. Ooh, might have been too early. Ah, we forgot to ult. We forgot to ult on Talon. I don't know what's different with Zena. No clue. But yeah, let's just test out how good of a Wukong do you need to like make a dent in the boss. Yes, you can, but why would you? Because if you do, you don't get the full rewards. And that's what we're here for. But absolutely, you can also just challenge it on 1 star. And your life is going to be easier for it. Okay. So, Wukong. But we need to place Wukong down there. Doesn't he just get annihilated by Magnus's AoE? Or am I missing something? Let's wait for the hearts. Yeah, so what exactly am I missing? But what if Wukong gets one-tapped? Because now we would need to build a Wukong with 50k HP just so he survives at the bottom. HP? What's this? Okay, just for you, let's give him some HP. Did we try the Valeria Stret? Not yet. Not yet. Yeah, but at this point we're committing 2 units. Then how do we make Nyx stronger? Yep. I mean, it not only feels like it, it is exactly like it. So you could also instead just put a Dao on a Zena. Yeah, Zena does perform better. But we still had to figure out what a Wukong can do. I mean, for those of you interested, this is probably the way he intended it, which is us just taking what we have at the moment and then slapping a little power boost on it, right? Long time no see. What about new videos of Gear Dungeon with new heroes just for content? Yeah, I'm thinking about it. For example, Talon Gear Dungeon 2 and Beatrix Gear Dungeon 1. Though for that I need time. And currently we're doing Tower. We're just doing Tower, so not too much we can do there. Oh, whoops. Hey, appreciate you stopping by. Ah. But you know what? If we're already swapping Diao to healing stance anyway, couldn't we just get away with using Dolores, who's like perma healing stance? You know? Also, Wukong's ult would be stronger. But yeah, Dolores' healing might not be enough. Huh? No! Stupid. Stupid! Yeah, she feels like a spaceship launch station. I'm looking for a hero, but I can't remember who. Ah, yeah. Good old Hatset. Alright, for now, let's do a run and see if we can at least complete it fully once. Yep, Dolores with the perma healing indeed. too early on Hardset. Probably. Okay, I think we should be good. We should have removed Hardset sooner. We could have used her to deal with these guys a bit easier. But look at this AoE damage. She's probably still gonna die. Like, I don't know how, but I feel like we're still going to be losing. Aelin. Almost. It's the mages. But it's also too many enemies. Too many me's. Yeah. But I wanted to keep it. I mean, okay, we're already overboard gear-wise. That's true. But I wanted to keep it like as low as possible, you know? Same with, for example, us having the ability to go to like A3 nicks and whatnot. But our gear is already like at the point where you cannot really be like, so. Feel like, I wonder if we made a mistake or if we did everything decently well and nothing will really change. Okay. Alright, clerics are going down somewhat. Okay. Oh, scared myself with the speed up there. Oh, also, why the fuck am I in the middle of the screen? I don't know. I don't know. Alright? Okay. And there we have another round of clerics, if I'm not wrong. And he opened up with a killer move. Alright? How? I mean, like, what? Yeah, we were a platform unit, but goddamn. How did this all go so wrong so fast? I mean, it felt like Alien refused to heal? I mean, for these guys, we would probably just use Hatze to take care of them. And this should not be this big of a trouble. Obviously, Abram will just walk through and it's GG. Yep, that abomination. Quit using Oleg. But Oleg's so tanky. Yeah, it does feel like, doesn't it? Alright. Let's bring the Brock. Let's bring Dwayne the Brock Johnson. Where is he? Okay, there you go. Now we need to sacrifice someone. We are going to be sacrificing Micah. There we go. I don't think this year's anniversary is gonna be the launch date. It's either next month or the month after. That's all we know about the anniversary. It's either going to be no. It's either in 2 or in 3 months. Sorry, my bad, misspoke. So yeah, it's either in 2 or 3 months. Anything more specific? If only I had a clue. Huh. So, we've tried what we've did. I mean, I kind of want to rewatch Oleg dying. I kind of want to rewatch us getting crushed, you know? Kind of want to see what happened there. It's already 15 minutes ago. No. Okay. So we are in the void. Now we just select the window. Okay. This is the point when everything still looked fine, right? Everything's still alright. We can somehow deal with whatever we want to. And there we go. So Oleg, come on. A-bomb transformed, he gained the 30% HP. Did he just hit for 91,000 damage? He hit for 85, 90, 85, 21, 95 respectively, or probably he hit Oleg for 95 and Talon for 85, while Talon herself, this should be Talon's number, the 21. So this is Talon and this is Oleg, 95 and 85k respectively, a single hit. Okay. He opened up with the 95, he killed Talon. So far so good. Oleg gains a shield of 117,000 damage. Or shield 117,000. Gets hit for 39 because it's more like a basic attack. Then on the pullback, another 39, so total 80k. And 39k, followed by probably 39 on the pullback. 39, so another 80k total. We heal for, I don't know, 15,000. Bam, there's the 19k burn from the burn that Abomination applies. And then he slaps us with another 80k damage. Or in real time, it takes us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, around 10 seconds. It takes him around 10 seconds. Great. So, I mean, what do you do against someone that hits for 80k per basic attack? Am I right? That's kind of... it's kind of high. Baron. You really think Baron... I mean, but what after the invulnerability? What after the invulnerability? What then? How about rocks? It doesn't damage deflect enough. He'll do damage reflection based on his own defense. It sadly doesn't work that way. Does Hex work instead of Zena? I guess one of the problems with Hex is that Infernal Roar doesn't quite work. So we would have to put him into, I don't know, Cataclysm set? Cataclysm set isn't really anything broadly available. But yes, piercers do work. So you can just put your piercer down there. And then you fire up that ultimate. I guess the thing with Hex is you're not gonna bring him in again, or you're probably not gonna have the time to do so. But what we could do is just face Silas upwards. Nah, he's not gonna target Magmas. He's gonna target the guys in front of the core. No, that's A5, right? See, this is the reason why you cannot expect too much from a Hex, because we've already pretty much used everything that could be to kind of showcase how it's most likely not gonna work. Alright, let's get our Dao back. Okay, Dao, Silas, Zena, Volker for the respawn time, Elowin. Okay. Yeah, Hex and Dolo. Again, there's a lot of options. There's a lot of options for you to deal with the bottom lane with Magmus. It's just a question of cost, and if you can do it before he finishes his full run around. Where to place Elowin though, you know? What do we do with Elowin? Down here? Yeah, one of the issues with Brock is his self-sustain isn't as high as Oleg, so we can't just let him play healerless. Yeah, but where do we do that without having her die, right? Like, what would be the best position for us to place? I mean, I feel like if we're using Dao, we can also just swap back to using Oleg. If we're already bringing Dao for the damage reductions. Back to Oleg we go. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it depends, right? But you don't have to play them on the hardest difficulty. If you just want the ancient, you can just do it on 1 star. All of a sudden, monsters have 80% less HP, 30% less attack. So, yeah, that's definitely an option. Exactly. What about the human pride? That is the big question. My fault. Got too eager. Yeah, that would be kind of stupid. Okay, I guess completely healerless, even good old Oleg won't do. Does Carnelian do anything here? It prevents the units from dying. So, Yeah. Hey, maybe you're right. Maybe Oleg skin is all we would need, you know? Maybe it truly is that simple. Okay. Nice. Okay, give us the arrows. There we go. Let's hope Elowen survives this. She does, in fact, survive it. Okay. Man, these guys are supposed to be resistant to magic damage. Yeah, I don't know. This obviously does not work. Too many flyers, too many of these guys. Probably having Hatset there. We should have removed her earlier, had her ready for the Infernal Clerics, or at least for the flyers. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is 13 enemies, so we got probably 4 stunners, 1 boss, 4 flyers, and 4 clerics, making 13 total. Or maybe it's 6 fly. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so no, huh? Hold up. Let's use a bit of math here, alright? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What's this? Betrayal. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder what... I mean, we never truly played it through to the end anyway, but yeah. Seems like you can only one tank this and you need to kill that A-bomb boss before he gets to your tank spot. The problem with trying to kill A-bomb early is this skill right here. Where when he drops below 40, he becomes invulnerable for 4 and then restores 30% max HP. So what we would actually have to do is kill him 1.5 times, give or take. I think we have to take out Nyx once. So my plan would be let Nyx take care of the flying units in the middle, or Hatsid or whatever. Whenever these guys are taken care of, we move her down here and have her attack so that she doesn't get distracted by whatever the hell is happening right there. And then we use Hatsid to deal with these units. And this might just end up working. We're gonna do one more try. Then I'll have to record a video on the should you summon, because there's a very simple answer. I might as well just cover it and then... Yeah, I think then I already have to almost go to sleep, because then I have to do some takeover shit and stuff. I guess we have to do like huge tower expedition tomorrow, where we also try out... Yeah, Abomination versus Abomination seems like a good idea. But yeah, where we also... I guess we then rush through 20 and take on 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, just so we know what we have to expect, you know? Sounds mentally sane, doesn't it? Yep, Zena does hit hard, in fact. That is very true. Okay. So this is good enough. Zena comes in again. Oh, come on! Why? Frustrating. Yeah? Do we need to clear this stage? Any way possible? Because we can obviously step up our game, awakening wise and whatnot. Well, okay, let's try the same thing again. Yeah, I don't know, but I would, you know, I could. Ooh, I'm sorry for that loud sound. That's Twitch. Thank you, Solamira Luna, for subscribing or following on Twitch. It's been a while since we did a Twitch stream. Might be a while until we do another, but hey, it exists. Yeah, that audio was pretty loud. What I wanted to say, I could make myself not struggle, but if I don't struggle, who will? You know? If I don't struggle, who will? Because why would you on purpose play your own account and makes how do I turn that down? Damn it. Hey, Muffin was good. Wait, Twitch alert is supposedly down. Huh. Whatever. You funny people. Okay, so we have this done. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I've already cleared it before, right? So it's not like I don't know how to clear it. It's more of a how do I clear it in a way that's helpful to more than 0.001% of the player base kind of deal, you know? Thank you. I really thought I toned down the setting, alright? But apparently I'm pretty bad at it. Okay, Nyx ult. Ouch. Oh! Thank you for the Prime follow, Yuki MZZ. Greatly appreciated. Once again, I don't know when or what I want to cover on Twitch next, but thank you very much and enjoy the subscriber perks. Same thing is also true on YouTube. If anybody's interested, you can get yourself a Watcher Faction membership if you want to. But yeah, there isn't really any perks, but you have a couple emotes and you get a nice icon. That's woo! Yeah. Okay, let's see if these guys just walk past. No? Okay, nice. Ouch. Hey, Mythray V, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Once again, same shenanigan as before. But yeah. Okay, what did we want to change? Nyx has to go. Elysia, Zizia can go. And Dao needs to be swapped. Look at how many guys! This is crazy. This is fucking 2, 4, 6, 8. No wonder everybody's dying. It is too many. Too many men. Many men. Alright, let's give ourselves that extra healing. We're gonna need it. Bring in Zena. And also these stuns. Yep. I'm a little butterfly. Okay, fast speed, one more try, then I'll have to go. But we will come back. We've learned a bit. We've been getting closer. but there's still a lot to learn. So I would say it's a good thing that we weren't able to figure this out. I would say overall I might have spent like 3 to 5 hours playing this stage today. It's not like, obviously it's not little, but that I could be trying it more, right? So yeah. Yeah, true. But who do we take out to put Anora in? Huh? Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah, it's the amount of stuns produced by these headbutt guys. Ay ay ay. All right, so I promise you we are going to see each other tomorrow. We are going to try this again, and we will find a more realistic way to do this. So I am happy with Talon, very happy with Talon. We might actually be pulling out the hidden trap card called Anora. Where is she? But yeah, maybe tomorrow we'll play the hidden trap card Anora instead of Nyx. So yeah, we would have to upgrade Anora, so we have to see what to do about Anora. Dao or Dolores, maybe Hatsit, no Hatsit, maybe Wukong, no Wukong, maybe Kigiri, no Kigiri. Isolde out, Oleg without Isolde would give us another space. There's a couple options. And yeah, if we were to have this space open, and then you could be using Anora. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. And we see each other tomorrow. And we're probably gonna bash our head against 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 and Hidden Chamber 5-2. Peace! So yeah, I uploaded should you summon in like 30 minutes if you're interested. Look out for that. Outside of that,